Hey, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. So here we are in Province in the Tier 7 Panther. This tank, I really think, could probably use a little bit of loving from wargaming. It's pretty much been original. The only thing they've ever really done to this was when they changed it to high definition. It got a little bit of a different look, but stats-wise, I don't believe it's really had much of any buffs, nerfs, anything. Um, with all the new tanks that have come out at Tier 7, um, I really feel they should think about buffing the alpha of the gun up a little bit. 135 for Tier 7. Yeah, it does have a really fast rate of fire. I've got mine down to right around 3.5 seconds. If you use one of the directives, which I got a bunch of them for free for doing these whatever missions, I've got it right down to about 3 seconds, I think it is, a little over like 3.1 seconds. So it's got a fast reload, but 135 average damage per hit. You got to hit stuff a whole lot to actually really make a difference in what you're shooting. But I was hoping to get some shots off there, and then the Eagle 7 gets a shot on me for 243, and a Crusader knocks my track off with an HE shell, and I figured, well, obviously I'm spotted. Don't want to sit there. I don't have Sixth Sense on this. It looked like the AMD 178B was taking some shots at me, but he gets taken out right before we finish him off. So basically what I'm going to do is I see all this line of tanks. I'm going to kind of come up here. It's got good gun depression at -8, just not good enough to really work the depression of this hill that I'm coming up to right here. So basically I got to come over here and run in this area. I don't really like coming up as high as I did on this, but really don't have a choice if you don't have the gun depression. So the KV-1 gets taken out, and I thought, I'm top tier. I'm going to go ahead and kind of push kind of hard. That way the, lower tier tanks and light tanks back here can get some shots off and stuff. I do make a mistake with the KV-2. You'll see me take a shot at him, and I pulled forward, and I should have. I meant to go backwards, and I pulled forward. Stupid me. So yeah, that right there cost me 876 of my health. If I wouldn't have made that huge mistake, there's a good chance we could have won the match at the end. But I've got 181 hit points left now, and to be honest with you, that is oh, that Crusader's got the derp gun on there. Saw that round just fly over me. But yeah, with that amount of hit points, and he took another shot and missed, so we ended up finishing him off. But with 181 hit points, I screwed myself. If, like I said, I wouldn't have got hit by the KV-2 for 876 of my health, I think we really would have had a better chance of winning, because I could have taken more hits than I did. I tried knocking the track off the SU-152. I know his aim time was kind of long, so I was able to get a shot off on him, pull back out, and try and put a couple more rounds in him. He takes a shot at me, and that one hit me in the track. But you can see I'm getting some good shots and stuff. It's just you gotta hit it so darn many times, because 135 alpha it sucks. I mean, honestly, it just really sucks hitting stuff in a Tier 7 tank for 135. I'm glad somebody pointed out that Eagle 7 down there. The problem I was worried about with the Eagle 7 is I'm a one-shot for him. I think it's 240 average damage with that, and I've got 181 hit points, so yeah, he can one-shot me. So basically, I got to be really careful. And he's, if I remember right, he's 2 or 3 shots for me. So we get a shot into him there, back up, and I was able to get a shot into him before he was had time to react and get a shot into me. So we're up to 2,002 damage, but with 181 hit points, I'm limited to how aggressive I can be. And yeah, that KV2, I was really surprised that KV2 hit me for as much as he did, to be honest with you. And now I got to be real careful because, yeah, right there, the T29 just knocked my track off, and we bounced around from the STRV M42, which was last spotted way over there. So basically, again, what I'm going to do is back down. I was going to try getting a shot off the hill here. Um, but I just got to be real careful because the T29 I think is actually aiming up here, but I just don't want to stick my head up there and risk it because the T29's got a good enough gun to go through the turret on this. But I forgot that there was that. Pause it. There's this little wall right here. That was a good play on the T29's part because I forgot about that wall right there. And on this time, I remembered on the second shot, but with the way he's got his hull down like that, I got a sliver of a spot to hit, and it's just not able to hit it. We risked it a little bit, got a second round off, and still just didn't have enough room there to get a shot off at his uh, lower plate, the upper part of the front of him. So the STRV, our AMX-12T was getting some good shots there. Now, my biggest fear is that 152. I really thought he was going to be loading HE, and you can see him just kind of coming out here really slow, really slow. And he takes a shot, and we are able just to go ahead and finish him off. If he'd have been shooting HE right there, he would have definitely taken me out with 181 hit points, no questions asked. But he didn't. He shot an AP round and bounced another one off of me. So what I want to do is try spotting the T29, and I see he's not down there. So basically what I need to do is try figuring out where he's at. Because right now we've got 3 tanks left, and they've got 4. And unfortunately, the T-67 that's over there gets taken out in a second by the Cromwell, I believe. I thought the T-29 was going to sneak around down here. That's what I was really thinking. If I would have really been waiting and paying attention, I would have been able to get a shot at the T-29. Unfortunately, not T-29, I'm sorry, the Cromwell. But unfortunately, they held up there. They went Invisitank, and now I can't see them. So it is down to me and the AMX-12T on my team. The AMX-12T's up here, right to my right there, and unfortunately, again, a lot of unfortunates in this match. He stays there, and T-29, I think, actually puts a couple rounds into him. There's a T-29, and the AMX just gets hit for 312, and he gets hit for 149, and he gets knocked out here in a second. I was able to start hitting the T-29. He's down to 157 hit points, which is still 1, maybe 2 hits for me. Probably 2 hits. Thought I was going to be able to squeeze it out. Cromwell had taken a shot at me with his gold round and bounced. The AMX, unfortunately, like I said, lots of unfortunates. The AMX gets taken out, so it's down to me versus 4. And I take a pop shot. It goes into the dirt, which I was surprised. We're able to take the T-3485 out. But now I got a Leopard and a T-29. And I was like, what in the hell just hit me? I was surprised that the T-29 was able, well, I see what he did. He snuck over here and got a shot into me. I was like, because I thought he had shot over this. I'm like, how in the hell did he shoot over that? But, yeah, smart play on his part. He pulled forward and got a shot on my side. Now, the Leopard, I would say probably most of his shells would have probably penned me. So it would have been real rough. But, yeah, so close match. I'd rather have a nail-biter close match like this than a blowout So a lot of this match was a lot of fun, and this is the first time I've taken the Panther out in a substantially long time. But if you want to hold on for a minute, I'll have some post game stats for you. So hold on, and I'll be right back. Alrighty, so here's this end of this match. The results of that. That was a Mastery Badge Class 1, a Fighter Duelist, Fire for Effect, Bruiser, and a Top Gun, and we got a bond for that. The only drawback with the Panther, it's actually a great tank, very accurate gun, and I did use, I've got a bunch of these directives that I won, so I used the Vent Purge, and that actually brought the dispersion down to 0.28, and the reload time just, I think it was like 3.1 seconds, so just a little over 3 second reload. Um, but the only problem with this thing is the gun only does 135 average damage, and you could put the 7.5 millimeter and you drop your penetration, and you're still only doing 135. So then you go to the derp gun, which at a tier 7, 64 standard pen for your standard round, 104 for your premium, and 53 for your HE. 104, you're going to end up slinging pretty much all heat rounds, or you can do HE, but you're just not going to be doing a lot of damage because you're going to be hitting higher tier stuff. This was a lower tier match, so I got kind of lucky, but again, you're only hitting for 135 average damage. Great penetration, 198 standard, 244. For, now if it had been tier 9s, I probably would have been slinging a lot more premium, but we got away with, I think I shot one premium round, if that. But anyways, so we hit the T-29 twice for 258. Knocked out his fuel tank and his track and bounced two of his rounds. Well, actually one. Two, none penetrated two, so one bounced and one probably knocked my track off. The Eagle 7, we hit him two times for 244, finished him off. Knocked out his track, and we originally spotted him. The SU-152, we originally spotted him. Hit him 6 times, 6 shots, and we only did 729 damage. So, I mean, it does have a fast reload, but my God, you got to shoot stuff so many times if it's got any kind of hit points. So we hit him 6 times for 729 and actually bounced two of his rounds. Actually, I think one knocked my track off, and we bounced one for 780. The KV-2, we hit him 3 times for 391 and knocked out his track and his, what was it, radio operator? Yeah. Bounced around from the Cromwell B for 135. Hit the T-3485 at the end there and knocked him out for 59. The AMD 7178B, we hit him 1 time for 124. The Crusader, we hit him 3 times, finished him off for 410. Knocked out his fuel tank, destroyed his track, and bounced one of his rounds. Well, none pen, so he probably knocked my track off. And the STRV M42, we hit him 2 times for 292. And we knocked out his engine and ammo rack and knocked off his track. Bounced one of his rounds for 150 and originally spotted him. So we did the most damage at 2,507, got 4 kills and a base experience of 664 on a loss. Really good, actually. We had 32 shots, 22 hits, 20 pen. Total damage was 2507. From a distance of more than 300 meters, 416. Hits received, we got hit 10 times, 3 pen, 7 bounced, and we got hit for some splash damage. So we blocked 1,385, which this doesn't normally happen, but we got the boost of 780 bounced off the SU-152. We spotted 3, damaged 8, destroyed 4. Now, if that SU-152 had been shooting HE, that would have been a different story. He probably would have melted us pretty bad. I ended up losing 11,160, but I forgot I played this in a clan battle a long time ago and still had food set up on it. So, because I was like, how am I losing money? Yeah, because I had food. So we ended up losing 11,160 because I shot, I believe, if I remember right, like I said, I always do this part first, then I go back and do the battle. I'm pretty sure I shot all standard rounds except for like one. All in all, this was a great match, but I'm telling you, they really need to give this Panther a lot of love. I don't think this thing has had any kind of update, any kind of buff, or anything to it. God, in years. I mean, it's been a long, long time. And I think what they really need to look at is the amount of damage, for a tier 7, you know, 135 damage. It's a medium. It's not a light tank. It's not fast like your Cromwell. You're not going to circle strafe people with the stuff. Um, and you've got like the KV-13 that hits for 390. Let's just look at, let's say some mediums. Well, most of your mediums, but these are light tanks. So let's try and find. Oh, here's a medium. This hits for like 135. Yeah, 135. But like this one here hits for 240. This one hits for a little bit more, I think. Yeah, 300. So, even the Comet, that hits for 140. I wish they would bump the alpha on the gun on this up to at like 150, at least 150. That would be nice, because you hit stuff so many times and you just whittle it away little by little, but you got to shoot so many rounds. But yeah, she still got it. Just like I said, it could use some loving. Hopefully, Wargaming will buff up the alpha someday on this, and maybe they'll look at the stats and bump the engine horsepower up a little bit and stuff. But pretty much, it's still pretty good. A couple things they could buff up on it. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, please click the like button down below. Subscribe to the channel. You guys take it easy, be safe, and I'll see you on the battlefield.